Hey everyone, I'd like to take a break from the HTML series and teach you how to install WordPress locally with MAMP Pro and get that set up with a custom URL. So I'm using MAMP Pro. You can use MAMP if you'd like and try that out. It's a free trial. MAMP Pro is paid, but I highly recommend it. So after you download that, the next thing that we're going to need to download is WordPress. Now there's better ways to download and grab WordPress through some command line tools, but for right now I'll just have you download it this way. Once it's downloaded, you can see I've downloaded it here, and you need to extract it and unzip it, and here's all of our files. So once MAMP's installed, MAMP is going to give you an htdocs folder, and in there we need to create a new folder for our project. In this case, I've named one food. So what we need to do is we need to move all of WordPress files and folders over into our new directory. Let's just move them, that would be faster. Okay, so once they're all moved over, then that's where we actually need to open up MAMP, and we're going to get yours will be blank, but if it's brand new, we'll have a list of all of our domains here that we can use locally. So you've got ports here that you can configure as well, editor, cloud stuff, and then all the things for the server. What we want to focus on is our hosts section. I've already created one here called food for us, but you can create a new one by adding the plus down there. You can give it a name that you'd like, new site, just like a URL. You can do anything that you'd like for the extension. Back in the day we did .dev. Now it's better practice to use .test, as that's a reserved top-level domain that someone can't purchase. So that's how you do that, and then you can choose where our files for that site are going to be located. So for right now, since I've already created that and saved it, we can open that up and access it. I've already got it pointed right here. You can see where we've selected our food. So now if we can click this and click open, and now we're presented with installing WordPress. So we can run through all of these options here. But before we do that, what we need to do is actually go to our localhost phpMyAdmin. And this is where we can create a new database, because we need to tell WordPress where we're going to install that database. So we'll create a new database called food to kind of match our site. We've created it, now it's empty, there's nothing in there, and now WordPress can do its thing. So we'll go through this install process here. The name that we just created. Out of the box, MAMP has your username and password both set to root. You can change that if you'd like. We'll keep it as localhost. And then this is personal preference. I personally like to change that prefix of our tables. Again, you can leave it as WP if you'd like. Some people say that that's like a security concern. I don't think it really matters at the end of the day, but I personally like to change it. So there's that for what it's worth. So once we have all that entered in, hit submit. Basically said, good job, you're set to go. And then we can give our title, and then in this case, since I'm going to delete all this and it's not an actual live site, I'll just use something simple just for demonstration purposes. And then, whatever email we want. I'll put this junk one. If you decide to email me there, well, it's junk, so. And then we hit install WordPress. And now we can log in. Cool, so now you've got your custom URL set up, and WordPress is installed and ready to go for you to use locally. This is really very handy when working on big projects or any project really, to have a local setup going. And I'll show you kind of how we can work locally and then take those changes to the live site. I'll also show you how we can secure this. So when we're working with a website that is secure, we're going to have both sites secure for polling and pushing changes with the database and such. So yeah, look forward to that next, and we'll start learning some WordPress. I hope you're excited and kind of go in a new direction. So, all right, catch you in the next one. Later.